Golden State Warriors going up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, they want to come out of the gate strong tonight. We've heard them talk about establishing the upper hand right away, not sitting back and playing it safe in the early stages.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. Thank you for being with us. 2K Sports brings you the NBA Live this Saturday afternoon broadcast. Hello, everyone, with Chris Webber. How it's ended.
Well, Kevin, Tristan Thompson is one of the elite offensive rebounders in the league. He said, for me, it's always see ball, get ball, and just bring the energy. And be that guy that when I check in, guys on the other team are like, oh, no, he's here tonight? That's my mentality. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. And clearly Thompson knows his role on this team. Got to admire how hard he goes on the glass.
It's been a nice clean game, huh?
So Cleveland will get the first possession. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Oh, Kevin Love is a great rebounder. We all know that. Very skilled.
That one, no good. Good D by Thompson. And it's Golden State's ball. Curry outside. Good on the three-point shot.
I like what the defense did there. I mean, I did. But I love what Curry did more.
Smith against Thompson. Here's Korver. Out to Smith. He dishes it to Hill. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Hill's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. LeBron outside. Misses the 3. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. To the middle, and stolen by LeBron. And now Love pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And Love does his best to come up with steals. He has active hands. You got to be cautious around him.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Offensive rebound, and McGee kicks to Thompson. Green dishes to Durant. Here's Curry with the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got a couple of 3s now in the first for the Warriors.
You know what? Teams are 100% focused on Steph defensively, yet he still creates space beyond the arc. Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Thompson from long range. Another 3 for Golden State.
The ability to hit this consistently from deep, it must feel like a layup to Clay at this point.
Outside Korver. That one's off, still out of sync. Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Misses off the right iron. The Cavaliers trail by 4.
You know, something we've seen a few times that the Warriors went through last season is super teams needed time to gel. Not the same incredible start for the Warriors. They weren't able to match their 73-win season. But who cares when you bring home that chip?
Curry shot is off.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
And Durant sends it back.
Well, you're not going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has. Well, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Thompson right side to the inside. Outside for Curry for the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's now 9 points for Steph Curry. As the games went on, however, the Warriors looked more and more cohesive as a team. Took some bumps getting there, but it was worth the wait.
Well, we saw the same thing in Miami with LeBron, Bosh, and Wade, or in Boston with KG, Pierce, and Allen, and so on. So finding your roles and figuring out who needs to do what, it's a big part of NBA basketball. Warriors were not exempt from that, even with Durant.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Love sinks these catch-and-shoot jumpers so easily. I mean, his timing, his release, well, not allowing the D to react.
Hill, no good.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really have the same effect.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:52 left to play here in the first. Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
It's back to Hill. Onside for Korver. And another three for Cleveland.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's sent back by Hill.
The wingspan of Hill enables him to play a lot bigger than his 6'2" height.
But he recovers it. Here's Curry with the three. It's hauled in by LeBron.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
And that's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, LeBron James can do everything on a basketball court. It's his passion that's always stood out to me. His vision at his size, I mean, historically great.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. The Warriors shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Look, if you let Sean Livingston get to the free throw line and in, I mean, you might as well just be a layup. He has become lights out with that nice turnaround jumper from that range. Hand in his face, doesn't matter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. .103 left to play in the first. Hood gets the bucket. And Livingston is incredibly lethal from that mid-range spot. He's perfected it, especially, Chris, since he likes to drag the smaller guards down to that range.
Oh, yeah. Livingston knows where his spots are on the floor, and he goes right to them. It's a big reason why his shooting percentage is high for a point guard. He's just a very smart player who knows how to make the most of his game.
Shots good from Young. And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Thompson passes to Hood. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Hood's got 5.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Here's Livingston. Here's Pachulia. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pachulia's got his second basket.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It could be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out. Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays with it.
West kicks to Young. To the left side wing. Puts it up. Iguodala, no good. Deflects the pass. George Hill, he's been the guy making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Warriors trail by 8, so on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Livingston is out there with Young. Then there's Pachulia. And it's West, and it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot. It's good. Well, there have been a lot of great young big men come into the league over the last couple of years. Chris, do you think the post position is about to make a comeback in the league right now?
I think it definitely could make a comeback because of the players that we've seen enter into this game, like Cat and Davis and Embiid. But I also think that, the game has grown because we've had to see players like Larry Bird on the post extend his game to three-point area. We got to see Hakeem Olajuwon get the first big crossover. So I don't know if the game will ever be the same with traditional posts, but I do know the game is in good hands with guys that have great skill sets, and so the big man is definitely back.
All free throws good from Hood.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Here's Pachulia. That's tipped. Hood kicks to Nance. The feet to Thompson. Hood dishes to Nance. They get the rebound. Thompson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Nick Young.
And you don't think Thompson is outstanding at using his body? Look at this, a muscular presence who picks up fouls well.
That one misses.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Out to Nance. Hood for three. The pass to Clarkson. And the wide open shot from Green. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 12. The Warriors shooting about 42% so far. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 6 points.
Well, great concentration by Livingston, able to convert with the defender in his shirt.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last two possessions. They're going that one.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. Hood, the pass to Green. And a miss there on the triple. Now a timeout called by Golden State. And one thing that Steve Kerr has done so well in his coaching tenure is his ability to handle multiple stars on the same team. You look back at the history of this league, and it isn't always smooth sailing.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this much talent on teams, you can get guys clashing. But Kerr has the team playing as a unit, and players are happy to sacrifice their own stats for playing better basketball. He has everyone buying into the culture they've created.
Well, he just can't get anything to drop today, and his team is hurting as a result. He should concentrate on moving the ball around and getting his guys involved.
And Cleveland making a change here. Calderon's checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Stephen Curry's checked in for Pachulia. Bell comes in for West, and Durant subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Warriors trail by 12. Kicks it to Iguodala. Pass to Bell. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. And the Warriors miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Calderon kicks to Thompson. Back to Calderon. The three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length. And he uses that to swat away shots.
Nance outside. Offline with his 3. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Curry using his post move to get the 2 points. Curry's got 11 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Nance dishes to Calderon. Nailed from three-point land. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
And I like how Calderon kept his hands up and was ready to get a shot up as soon as the ball came his way.
Curry gets the bucket.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Sometimes,
And that that's just some great vision there from Calderon to see the wide open man for the easy make.
Right side Curry. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Cleveland leading by 15. Thompson outside. And Thompson throws it down.
Thompson is a strong big man. He's amazing at fending off defenders.
Golden State's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Such a wide open look. 16 points for Steph Curry.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. And Chris, you've been working as an analyst now for quite some time. Do you feel that how you view and enjoy the game has changed as you've transitioned from being a player on the floor to the booth?
You know what? I've learned a lot, and I've learned to look at the game a different way, but I look at the game the same way. I think the onus is on the player to execute what the coach and the GM puts out there for you to do, for you not to become a one-dimensional player, for you to improve in the summertime. That's the only time you can improve. And when you don't come back and you don't improve, it's obvious that you have the same glaring weaknesses that you had the year before. Even if you're not on the team that can compete for a championship, you want to make sure that you compete for a championship, that you compete for an all-star, that you compete to have your name out there. And so a lot of times we'll watch some of those teams, and I love seeing that they compete or if they laid it down early in the season. So, no, I would say that really what gives me an advantage is that the way that I looked at the game, and hopefully, you know, that gives me a unique perspective when I'm out there trying to talk to other basketball heads like myself.
Cleveland leading by 17. Korver, no luck. West outside. Fires for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Korver in the corner for 3. Smith. It's rebounded by Golden State. Left side Durant. Oh!
The phenomenal athleticism from Durant. Man, he's just a tenacious dunker who spikes it in.
Well, it appears as though he has lost his touch a little after connecting on 2 in the first quarter.
Here's Green. Here's Looney. It's deflected, but they get it there. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now.
Well, you hear the term coach on the floor often, but it's usually reserved for point guards. But Draymond Green deserves that title, too. He's the general for this team when calling out defensive plays and assignments. I mean, Draymond essentially just helps run the team's defense every trip down the floor.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And now one of the few areas where Draymond has not improved all that much is knocking down the freebies from the charity stripe.
Durant attacking, and the rejection by Love. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Pass to James. There's the 3. Can't hit that one. And Golden State will come the other way. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Looney, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Calderon. He has 6. He kicks it to LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. LeBron's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, how do you think the team performed defensively?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on an outstanding first quarter for George Hill. He had 11 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of each.
That's it for halftime.
As we return to look at the corner of Euclid and East 6th in downtown Cleveland, just a few blocks from our spot here at Quicken Loans Arena. Warriors trail by 15, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love, the 2 stars at the 4 and the 5. J.R. Smith out there with George Hill, and it's Korver in at the small forward position.
Oftentimes we think of Thompson as an outside shooter, but he has the size and the skill set to score inside as well.
Hill has the open look. Off target from outside. The Warriors shooting not great, 40% for the game. Curry with it. He's picked up by Hill. Curry, good.
Oh, and you can't let Curry have that. Yet, what do you do to stop him?
Korver kicks to Love. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Love's got 10 points.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Let's not lie. He has the skills to do it. We've seen that, but you still like to work for something closer.
Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Stephen Curry. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Hill, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Durant. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. That cuts the lead to single digits. And when you watch Kevin Durant, perhaps the most astounding thing about him, C-Web, is just how easy he puts up points. He does it in a number of ways, and sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's gigantic and loud. But, you know, Chris, the points are always there for him.
Well, look, he's going to go down as one of the best scorers ever to play. I mean, it's kind of strange to say that Durant is overlooked in his ability to score by some. But I'm not sure if we'll ever see another player like Durant for quite some time.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting a hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Larry Nance is checked in for Cleveland. Jordan Clarkson comes in for George Hill. And the Warriors also making a change. Iguodala's checked in.
No doubt that was a defensive mistake. You got to have a guy on him at all times.
Green. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Cleveland leading by 7. Clarkson passes to Love. Jacks up a 3. And Nance kicks to Hood. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. And then for Golden State, Pachulia comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Bell in for Draymond Green. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Oh, that's a brutal giveaway. A pass to no man's land.
Here's Golden State. They're on a 14-6 run. Got a hand on it. Pass to Clarkson. It's tipped. Back to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And a wide open look for Hood. The offensive rebound and an intentional foul right there. Love check in for Cleveland. Here's Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Warriors trail by 9. Here's Livingston. Rebounded by Hood. Here's Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Timeout called the Warriors. And, of course, NBA players have all reached this pinnacle through dedication, through very hard work. Chris, can you talk about the hard work and effort that goes into playing and succeeding at this NBA level?
Well, if you're in high school or middle school and your friends are at the movies, you're on the basketball court. When your friends are hanging out at a party, you're at the basketball court. When your friends and his family on vacation, you're at the basketball court. I don't think many people understand the dedication. You know, for many guys, it's more than 4 hours a day in the gym, and a lot of that is just sitting in the gym, just smelling the gym. You know, of course you're going to work out, of course you're going to shoot, but it's everything basketball. You know, on my wall I had Dominique, Magic, Bird. I had all these guys, Isaiah, cut out magazines, and I would put their pictures on my wall and work out and do push-ups looking at them. And I would know their moves. I would know everything. And, you know, I remember Kenny Smith after his dunk contest. He stood at the free throw line and threw the ball between his legs, threw it off the backboard and dunked. I went in the backyard in Detroit, shoveled the snow, and we worked on that dunk all night, freezing. I mean, you have to love it. So, you know, when you love something, my father taught me, it's not work. And so you got to start with the love, and then all the other work and dedication is just part of the job.
I love the message, but boy, I like that Kenny Smith story. That is a great story. Warriors trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Out to Nance. Green left side. And he gets it to go from the corner. Green's got 5 points so far.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Curry with the 3. Rebounded by Hood. Hood's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Nance dishes to Green. Hood for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 10 points for Rodney Hood.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Curry passes to Livingston. He feeds it to Thompson. Here's Pachulia. And again, no good by Golden State.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What will the young kids say today? Ride that wave. That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
And here's Cleveland. They're on a 14-4 run. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Former first-team All-Rookie after being picked in the second round. Clarkson, a draft day steal.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. A different look now for Cleveland. James checked in for Nance. Korver comes in for Jeff Green. And Smith subbed in for Rodney Hood. Golden State also making some changes. Kevon Looney comes in for Kevin Durant. Young is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Here's Curry with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 15. James outside. Smith kicks to LeBron. Here's Clarkson. Out to Smith, and he commits the intentional foul.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And that one falls for Love.
You gotta love, though, one thing about Love. He does whatever is asked of him. Whether he's the go-to guy on a given night, a supporting piece, I mean, he's gonna deliver.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hill's checked in. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Curry against Hill. But they recover it.
They are really crashing the offensive glass, and it's paying off for them.
There's Green with the three, and the rejection by Love. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 17. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's James. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. Draymond Green is out there with Looney. And it's Young in at the small forward. It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Puts up a 3. Again, Curry missing.
Well, Kev, I'm not sure if it's because he's shooting on the opposite side of the floor this half, but he just can't buy a bucket.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Some changes for Golden State. JaVale McGee's checked in for Looney, and it's Iguodala in for Nick Young. It's Curry outside, and the Warriors miss again.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And the basket by Hill.
Good defense, better offense by George Hill.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Here's Curry, lets it fly. Here's McGee, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
J.R. Smith on the wing, and Hill has it in the corner. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Hill's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for Cleveland. The Warriors have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Again, Curry missing.
Well, his shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide for them.
It's Iguodala with the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
And getting a quick head of steam. Iguodala beats the defense to the punch.
Cleveland leading by 21. Here's LeBron. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Curry can't get it to go.
His head doesn't look in the game right now. He can't seem to connect on any shot he takes out there.
And it's James missing.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off it. Just couldn't knock it down.
And stolen by LeBron. Dishes it to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. LeBron with another miss. Warriors trailed by 21. Here's Green. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And for a guy who has really improved his outside shot, Draymond is still doubly effective inside.
James kicks to Love. McGee with the block. They recover it. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Drops in the tray.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
This one for 3, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist by McGee. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Here's Korver, back to Smith. The dish to James. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
If you give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. You look at George Hill, he's really been playing well.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing from long range.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight, that they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Clarkson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the Warriors also making a change. Kevin Durant's checked in for Green.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Oh, it's like he's a magnet to the ball. No matter where he goes, it finds him.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And you have to like this. Why? Because it's helping them space the floor, which can create other opportunities.
Cavaliers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Korver against Curry. Fires from 14, and again it's Cleveland.
And there's no defense for Korver sometimes. He's incredible at burying shots, even with a hand in his face.
Here's Durant, and the rejection by Love. Fires from deep, but they get it back, and that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
.146 left to play here in the fourth. Buries the long-range jumper.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
And it's good, 2 points. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
There's no defense for that. Durant is a beast at imposing his will inside.
Clarkson dishes to James. Three-pointer. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And for the Warriors, they're shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Cleveland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Love.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Feeds it to Curry. Iguodala kicks to Curry. The tray. The shot's good from McGee.
A player with this length and his touch from three-point range, I mean, that's just a great asset to have.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. LeBron with it. Just 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Clarkson. Moves back up. Love, no luck. Down low. It's stolen by Korver. Shoots the three. Connects from three-point range.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Now Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Out to the right wing, to the middle, outside for Durant. Golden State moving it around. Thompson for three. He's off on that one. Smith with the defensive effort. You think of Klay Thompson and you think of his great shooting ability. But Doris, he is just as impactful on the other side of the ball.
But to me, Kevin, he is one of the elite two-way players in the game because though he doesn't get a ton of steals or blocks, when it comes to guarding the James Hardens or the Russell Westbrooks, Klay always draws that assignment and does an incredible job.
Golden State on D. The kick out to Hill. That's in there. Love with the assist. Hill's got himself on the board with three there.
Now George Hill continues to light it up from distance. This guy is a dependable three-point shooter.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The drive by James. The kick out to Hill. Feeds to Korver. And another three for Cleveland.
Well, this is Korver's game, right? A phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. You know he's ready to fire on the catch.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Back to LeBron. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. James has got his first bucket in this one.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead. And if you want to drive your coach crazy, this is a good place to start.
Unbelievable.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Here's Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Boy, KD has become such a feared defender and there creates off his defense an easy opportunity for his teammate.
James kicks to Korver. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Well, you look back in the last 3 seasons of the Golden State Warriors, just an incredible run and record in every season. Some, in fact, Doris, are the best basketball the NBA has ever seen.
I think, Kev, we're going to look back at these Warriors teams and feel like we're lucky to have been able to see it live. How about 67, 73, and 67 wins the last 3 years? They have been the team to beat in all of those seasons. Such a special run.
LeBron kicks to Hill. Pass to James. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Love has it in the corner. Shoots over McGee. And they go to the intentional foul for the Cavaliers. Green comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Hill. Here's LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
Man, guys, not sure how many big men could have found that open man that quick. Great play from Kevin Love there.
A shot by Curry, no good.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
It might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Nance comes in for LeBron. Rodney Hood subbed in for J.R. Smith. Different look here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. West comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Thompson.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding. When you look at the Cavs bench, you certainly see a lot of veterans over there. LeBron wants teammates he can trust in the heat of the playoffs.
Nick Young's checked in for Curry. And he sinks the second. And LeBron trying to make the most of his championship window, Doris. But does the age of the Cavalier role players shorten that window, do you think?
Well, I think it's a great question. And you could look at a team like the San Antonio Spurs, and they put among their reserves young developing players, and that helps to extend their run. With the Cavs, it seems to be more of a now or never approach.
The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And both free throws good for Clarkson. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy. You know, if you ask most coaches in the league who is the best player off the bench, they'll probably tell you Andre Iguodala. He just gives you so much, right? The ability to be a playmaker, to make open shots. He's an incredible floor leader for the second unit. Everything you could ask for in a sub, it's Andre Iguodala.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. And so here's Cleveland. It's a 10-point game. And that one good from Clarkson. And for Andre Iguodala, most coaches would tell you he is the best off-the-bench option in the league, but he doesn't look like he'll ever win a Sixth Man of the Year award.
And I think, Kevin, that goes to how the award is voted on more than it says anything about Andre Iguodala's impact on a basketball game. The Sixth Man of the Year is usually the highest scoring reserve. Iguodala's effect on winning goes well beyond putting points on the board.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Clarkson with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Nance dishes to Clarkson. And he drops that one in. Clarkson's got 8 points.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
That free throw, no good.
Well, obviously, I think when you watch the Golden State Warriors, when their pieces are clicking and humming all at the same time, it seems to me, guys, they're unbeatable.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got his first points of the game. Well, to illustrate your point with the Warriors, Doris, they were 60-0 last season when they had hit 10 threes in a game. Only if their shooters go extremely cold do they let games slip away.
This is correct, Kev, and that's exactly what you expect from great teams. There is so much firepower on their team that unless they struggle to shoot the basketball, you're going to have a hard time beating them.
The Warriors making a switch here. Bell's checked in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Livingston, Green with the block. Nance with it. Now Clarkson fires the three. Rebounded by Bell. Down low, just 3 on the clock. Can't capitalize inside. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll return shortly. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here. Warriors trail by 16, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Livingston and Thompson are the guards. Bell is out there with Looney. And it's Young in at the small forward position. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Doris, so much offense is perimeter generated right now. What, if anything, could get us back to running more plays, say, through the post?
Do you think we could reinvent Hakeem Olajuwon or perhaps Patrick Ewing or
I
Bill
wish we
Russell?
could. I wish we could.
Because I know this.
Good point.
Every time I walk by a pickup game on the outside, you see guys sprinting to the three-point line and looking to be Steph Curry.
I know.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Inside, out to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Hood.
Well, the 6'8" lefty, Rodney Hood, such a shifty guy with the ball in his hands. Boy, does he use that hesitation to get where he wants.
The Cavaliers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And the first one drops.
I think we know this about Rodney Hood, Kev. He will play hard on both ends of the floor, and he's a lethal shooter from range.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love's checked in for Thompson. LeBron comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Korver in for Jeff Green. And the Warriors also making a change. Durant's checked in. Warriors trailed by 14. Here's Livingston. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up. And from his time at Duke, we knew Rodney Hood could shoot with range. Doris, did you realize how well he could handle the ball?
Well, as much as I like his ability to create, I love how he protects the basketball. This guy is a low turnover guy.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith has checked in. On the free throw, no good. Calderon, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
And becoming impatient, that's not how you're going to catch up.
Really, that's unacceptable. Patience is paramount when you're trying to cut the lead, and they didn't have it there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green comes in for Looney, and Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
Consistent perimeter ability. That has defined Jose Calderon's career. He's over 40% for his career, and left open, you expect this guy to make those shots.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Guys, how lucky are we that we watch LeBron James steadily climb the all-time scoring ranks, right? This guy last season, he passes the great Moses Malone and Shaquille O'Neal. Truly incredible.
Here's Curry. 6 points for him. From the arc. And James pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's stolen by Bell. Inside. Here's Curry. LeBron with the block.
He was tracking that shot the whole way. No chance LeBron was letting that get to the rim.
The Cavaliers leading by 13. Now the dish to Korver. He feeds it to Calderon. Another three for Cleveland. And LeBron Doris presently in the top 7 in career scoring. Do you think he can ever reach number 1?
Kevin, if this guy set out to be the leading scorer in NBA history, he has the physical abilities to do that. But this is a guy who wants to be defined as maybe the most complete player to ever play. He contributes with his scoring, with his passing, with his defense. He is one of the all-time greats.
The baseline J. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Curry kicks to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Bell. And the rejection by Love.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Curry. No good again that time.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Here's Smith. Green with the block.
Simply cannot throw up that weak stuff around Draymond Green. You'll hear about it. He will relish the opportunity to send it back.
The Cavaliers leading by 21. Korver with it, guarded now by Durant. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And how about last season, Steve Kerr becoming the fastest coach in NBA history to reach the 200-win plateau? This guy has had nothing but success in his first run and already considered one of the elite coaches in the league.
Hill, he's checked in for Jose Calderon. Pachulia, he's checked in for the Warriors. A shot by LeBron, no good. Warriors trail by 21.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Curry with the three. Good on the triple. Curry's got 9 points. And Doris, for Kerr to get win number 200, the team only needed 238 games played. For those wondering, that is an insane 84% winning percentage.
Wow. Yeah, Kev, you look at all the coaches in any sport, and none of them comes close to that career winning percentage. And for all his success, the guy remains humble and does nothing but give credit to the players. This guy deserves recognition for an incredible record. I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
And the rejection by Love.
Oh, terrific timing from Kevin Love to get the block, something he's worked hard to improve on.
But they'll get another chance. And it's Thompson again missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The kick out to Hill. And here's Korver from the arc. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick, and if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Nance comes in for LeBron. Jeff Green is checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Clarkson in for Smith. Here's Hill. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw missing. And George Hill, one of the elite defensive point guards in the league.
Well, he's got all the tools, Kevin. He's a great athlete. He's got long arms and, of course, the know-how to get it done. Well, you look at the Cavs offense, right? It's all about drive and kick. They put the ball into the hands of LeBron and space the floor with that shooting. It's a sort of pick your poison situation. Well, the height advantage in this matchup becomes a big factor when he's in the low box.
The three. Again missing Hill. And the Cavs last season first in the league in catch-and-shoot three-pointers made.
Right, number one, Kevin, in corner threes, and that was by a big margin. They put the ball in the hands of their stars and then position shooters around those two.
There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Green with the ball. And it's Iguodala.
Wow. Kevin, I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
Passes it to Pachulia. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Right. I mean, that's solid defense. At the very least, you like seeing them muck it up and make things difficult.
Here's Curry. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'm not sure there's a more dangerous catch-and-shoot player in the NBA than Steph Curry. If you give him space, look out.
From 13, Clarkson passes to Nance. Back to Clarkson. Three-pointer. And Hill is good for three. Hill's got 9.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Here's Curry with the three. And no good that time. And so it's Cleveland, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were...
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
As we return to look at the corner of Euclid and East 6th in downtown Cleveland, just a few blocks from our spot here at Quicken Loans Arena. Something everyone seems to be doing these days, Doris, polishing their jumper, making sure that it becomes, the first thought perhaps as they work on things in the offseason. In your opinion, who in the NBA has the smoothest shooting stroke, the best style?
Well, given that Ray Allen is retired in the last couple of years, he would have been the first guy to come to mind. My present best shooter and the guy who gets it off the fastest and is the most likely to incinerate a defense in a short period of time. That would be one Mr. Klay Thompson, arguably one of the best two-way players in today's NBA.
Great word, incinerate, because he can be so hot and so dangerous. At the 4, it's LeBron with Love at the 5. A lethal front court pair. Hill is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Korver in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
If he gets a step that close to the hoop, you know Smith is going to finish with a dunk.
Curry with another miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
On defense, Golden State. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Hill. The feed to Korver. There's the pass to LeBron. Hits it from three-point range. James has got 11 points.
Remarkable catch and shoot sequence right there from LeBron. Just a killer instinct whenever he gets the ball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Basket counts.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Korver kicks to Smith. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Now a timeout called by Golden State. And Kyle Korver, one of the league's all-time great shooters, still holds the single-season mark for three-point percentage at over 53%. He did that back in 2010.
Well, Kev, his floor spacing ability with that three-pointer is just so crucial to the team's success. This guy draws so much defensive attention, and think about it. An open three might as well be a layup for this guy.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the basket by Curry. He's got 13.
What's incredible to me is the finishing ability Steph Curry has at the rim, oversized and through contact. That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Over in the corner, Green with the fadeaway. No good that time. Great D that time from James. Love dishes to Smith for three. Hill. Thompson with the rebound. Warriors shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. From 15 feet away, and it's Durant missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Took him no time at all on that one. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's Green missing.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space. Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
Curry kicks to McGee. Outside, Green dishes it to McGee. Curry passes to Thompson. Over Hill. On target from 13 feet.
Well, Klay Thompson possesses great size at the two-guard spot, and he can mix his game and find a way to score on the interior.
Hill kicks to LeBron. He dishes it to Love. It's Hill, top the key. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's LeBron with the three. LeBron's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Cavs. LeBron's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land. And at this point, everyone knows just how deadly this Warriors offense can be. So many weapons and all the stars that can just take over a game doors. It really is a matter of pick your poison.
Well, to me, Kev, it's arguably one of the best offenses the NBA has ever seen. Statistically, they have put up numbers on par with any other great team in history. The threes are the sizzle. But to measure this team strictly in that category would be a disservice. Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
McGee dishes to Thompson. Over Smith. Thompson misses. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Green. And the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. A different look now for Cleveland. Hood's checked in for Korver. And it's Calderon in for George Hill. And the Warriors also making a change. Livingston's checked in. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. A different look now for Cleveland. Larry Nance is checked in for Love. Green comes in for LeBron. And it's Clarkson in for Smith. Different look here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Looney comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Young is subbed in for Klay Thompson. Clock is at 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Livingston kicks it to Looney. Pass to Livingston. Here's Pachulia. It's deflected. Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Livingston. It's stolen. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Jeff Green picks one up. The Warriors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
You know, without a lot of shot blocking on the interior, the Cavs play a very conservative defensive style. A low rate of steals. They want to stay in front and prevent penetration.
Livingston hits both of them. And for the Cavs, some defensive regression from a top 10 defense in 2016 doors to a bottom 10 last year.
Yeah, it's hard to dispute the notion that their offense carried them. Now, some would attribute that to coasting in the regular season, but still, their aim was to win it all, and tough to do that if you don't defend at a high level.
Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Clarkson passes to Calderon. Out to Nance. Releases. That one's good from the corner. Nance has got 6 points.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
Pulls up from the corner. Second chance shot. Here's Iguodala. Back to Livingston. Kicks to Pachulia. Over Nance. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
For three, Calderon. No good that time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's Calderon. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Livingston is out there with Young. And it's West. And there's Iguodala. And it's Looney in at the power forward.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Doris, we're always talking about players developing their skill sets. What do you think is the hardest skill to develop as a broadcaster?
I think for me, the hardest skill to learn was to learn how to relax, to have fun, to not be anything but your most authentic self, because I think the viewer picks up on it. If you're forcing things, if you're trying to be another broadcaster that perhaps you like to emulate. So I'd say that was the hardest thing.
I always say broadcasting a basketball game is like a running conversation between two people, because there's so much scoring, and the rhythm and the flow of the game just lend itself to that.
At its best, you're 100% correct.
Livingston with it. Now guarded by Hood. Clock at 6. Iguodala, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And Green gets it to go.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
And Young kicks it to Looney to end the run. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Livingston dishes to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Stolen by Thompson. The drive by Green. Feeds to Calderon. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Looney passes to Iguodala. Livingston kicks to Young. From deep three-point range. Another miss by Young. The Cavaliers on offense. They've got a 10-0 run going. Calderon, that's good.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Down low, and Young kicks it to Looney. Iguodala dishes to Livingston. Back to Iguodala. Pass to Young, and stolen by Hood. Here's Nance, and the Nance slams it in.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
There's no doubt. They're making all the right moves. Their chemistry tonight has been phenomenal.
Over to the wing, and stolen by Hood. For the finish, and the Nance slams it in.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Can you remember the last time they missed?
I really can't. They're on fire. Seems like they cannot miss.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Hill, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Then for the Warriors, JaVale McGee's checked in for West. Bell comes in for Looney. And Cook subbed in for Young. The shot's good from Nance.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
In the corner, Iguodala with it. He kicks it to Livingston. There's the dish to Bell. He feeds it to Cook. Passes it to McGee. To the inside. Here's Iguodala. Yep, it counts.
Well, that's great touch from Andre Iguodala. Fearless and efficient. Love it.
And here's Cleveland. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. The pass to Bell. There's the feed to Cook. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. Cook kicks to McGee. 6 to shoot. That 3 off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is what they purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. Young's checked in for Golden State. .146 left in the game. In the corner, Nance with it, launches it. They get it back. Thompson passes to Nance. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Nance has got 12 points now in the quarter.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Up by double digits, little time remaining. Way to defend your house.
Well, this is what you call taking care of your business, showing dominance on their home floor. What an excellent effort.
Hill kicks to Nance.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Jose Calderon, who's checked in for George Hill. The Warriors also with a sub. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Calderon kicks to Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Well, there's no doubting Rodney Hood is a team player. This guy keeps his eyes moving to see if he can't find his guys.
Inside, Livingston kicks to Cook. Young outside. Dishes to Livingston. Cook the pass to Livingston. Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And down like this, there's so much to talk about. I don't know if one timeout is going to be enough.
I think it's looking pretty bleak.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Larry Nance.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Now, here's Livingston. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One